I just wanted to relate a little bit of knowledge with respect to economic development and the lack of economic development that occurs at our community levels, and maybe some of the challenges that are relevant within our community, so that you're more aware of the challenges that our leadership faces and our chiefs and councils face. Once upon a time, there was these 4 chiefs, and the 4 chiefs actually all received $200,000 apiece for various developmental activities that occur at a community level. And the first chief received $200,000, and he thought, well, you know, I'm going to build houses because our people need houses. So he went out and he built, you know, the maximum that he could build, and he got a good deal. So he got 4 houses for $200,000, and his money was gone. The second chief came along, and he had the same amount of money that he'd gotten from another opportunity, and so he had $200,000. And he says, "Wow," he says, "you know, a lot of our people are hurting. They've got, you know, a lot of challenges that occur at a community level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my $200,000 on some of the social ills that are there." So he went out and he got himself some counselors, and he got you know, some individuals to come into our community and engage our community members to try and heal a lot of the ills that are relevant there. So, you know, he spent his $200,000, and he made some headway, you know, with respect to getting, you know, a lot of people involved and engaged, but the bottom line was, you know, there wasn't really a lot of advancements that had occurred with respect to the healing that he had proposed was going to happen. So the third chief came along, and he actually, you know, thought, wow, $200,000, I'm going to take this money and I'm going to try and feed my people. My people are very hungry. They're very, you know, they're starving, and it's a rough condition. So what he did was he turned around and he went, you know, and got all this resourcing for food and spent all this money on food, and he fed his people. And his people were, you know, great. And once the money was all gone, his people were back in the same situation. Same thing with the housing issue, right? You know, there was always more houses that could have been built. There's always more individuals who could receive some sort of counseling and mental health therapy to be able to deal with a lot of our residential school issues, a lot of our 60 scoop issues, a lot of our other issues that are relevant at a community level. You know, our abuse issues, alcohol, and all the other good stuff. The fourth chief came along, and he says, you know, I've seen what the other chiefs are doing, and I've seen what they've done, and the level of activity that's occurred, and the benefit that we've received at a community level. So this fourth chief, he took and he started some businesses with $200,000. He took and he went and started a store so that he had more resourcing coming in from other sectors to have this store going. Then he went out and he started a sawmill so that he could sell some of the products back into the marketplace and put more people to work. So what happened was he started to generate a full economy, and that's what economic development's about. So this fourth chief was able to sustain his community for a lot longer period because he was able to bring in additional resourcing and additional assistance because he utilized his money to empower the people. It's like the old fable that says, you know, teach a man how to fish and he will feed his family forever. So with that, that's why there really needs to be a stronger focus on economic development. Not only that, with the economic development component that you're getting from the activity that you're pursuing, you're able then to give back to your community, and you're able to put in some housing. You're able to do a lot more activity. So generally, the best way to deal with anything is to empower your people to empower themselves. So with that, we're always about giving a hand up, not a handout, and that's why economic development is so important at a community level.